my debut. Some people know me as the Mac Daddy Dragon of the NYC. And then a lot of people know me as the misunderstood Prince of the Fire Nation. Such an amazing evening. Give it up one time for all y'all out there. My man Jeff Burnett killing it on stage. Give one time for Jeff. Where's he at? He got me nervous coming up on stage after him. I'm just here to have a conversation with you guys, drop some poems. The thing is, being here tonight has been so amazing. Even right now, I feel like I'm in the living room at my mom's house, like a real Filipino party. I've been eating lumpia with the homies. I've been seeing, like how I grew up, people acting, dancing, singing. This is it. For the Filipinos that know, this is how we grew up. For those of you that aren't Filipino, welcome to our home. So, we are going to have a conversation because I'm really up here to talk about my life and career through your questions and answers, but I'll drop and sprinkle poems in as we go along. So since there's a bunch of Fire Nation people in the house, you mind if I do some Avatar poems? A poem called Honor, for something lost in this place. Etched to your conscience like a scar upon your face. There's always what you chase, isn't always what you thought. Matter of fact, the fact that you always had it is the very reason why you set out to prove its existence from the start. Talk, big phone. So small but so strong. She moved now until next time I go on a life-changing adventure, you're invited to come along. A poem from my friend who doesn't even bend, but his heart's as big as the rest of them. Plus, he always has my back, making me laugh because he's funny. And when he told me that his girlfriend turned into the moon, all I could say was, "That's right, baby." Sometimes the feeling of what could have been is so much stronger than what actually happened because the memory of perfection lasts longer. And even though we didn't end up together, it'll never change the fact that you changed my life forever. Guitar. So, we just have a phone. This is the deal, you guys. I've been an actor for longer than most of the people in this room have been alive. I've been an actor for 30 years now, which is crazy. And the whole time, whether people know it or not, I was a Filipino actor. No matter what role I played, it's been my, honor and privilege to represent this community in Hollywood for the last 30 years. And we continue and we move forward. I'm gonna drop a poem one time for us and then we'll start getting the questions. I might drop some more poems later, but get some questions in your mind, we'll start to go. So here's a poem. It goes like this. Thoughts go around my mind, now ask yourself, who's this kid that stands before me? Hope he doesn't bore me quick, stick him in another category. Well, he really doesn't fit in any. Brown like a copper painting, yet with Asiatic eyes. I see to my surprise, he's got a black nose. But on the real, I'm a Filipino. And to break it down further still, I will tell you I descend from an island where the natives run around nearly naked, named Negritos. Translation, little black men. Black as their shadows in the glorious sun. But then came a Chinaman, maybe it was Japan, who mixed in the Asiatic blood. Drip, drop, drip, rips my tribal. Here comes the Bible of a man from Spain who lived with a Spanish name from a little conquered islands from where I came. Confused, I question, I wound up here where I found joy. Recognize I am a brown boy in America. A place where you are judged by the color of your skin. Black, white, and here I am, standing on the land of another brown man. Now that's irony that I can see. Thoughts go around my mind, you got to give me time on this. Thoughts go around my mind, but my grandpa says just throw your line and fish. When I say I'm fishing, it means I'm searching for a deeper meaning, a stronger feeling, realizing everything I'm seeing is what it's seeming. This world in which we live in, the religion I was raised on now raises questions. Everything they tell you. Don't buy everything they're trying to sell you. Promises of heaven once this life was living hell through me. I'm here to tell you. But the religion they want me to believe got me subconsciously accepting before I was saved by the Jesus Christ, I was a heathen. Me and the Africans and Indians and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and Koreans and all the other Asians. And I can never do that because somewhere in the back of my mind I have to hate myself forever because I know I'll never look like their God. But God, I ain't mad at you because God, I know the truth. I am you. Like you are me, like I am them, like they are us, like yo, this is who we are. See, so speak of the revolution, and they say it when we televise, and the right, because the revolution's going on, it's a revolution of the mind, and this revolution is not a black or white thing or in between the rich and poor. It's those who are awake and those who are asleep, and this is a wake-up call. So wake up, y'all, before we fall, wake up, Uncle Sam. You are a relative of mine, but your wife is a hoe. Beat her and cheat her, though, and I feel you may murder her, and furthermore, you and I live in no time, but no good guys. F the police, furthermore, F this country. Do you know how it feels to live young and hungry and angry? People looking at me like they want to hang me. Why do you make me want to elevate above you? You make me hate you when I should love you. Because when you break it down, the biology, I see them the same. And that's the God in me, part of me, the God in us. In God we trust. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So, I'm here to have a conversation, y'all. Who has a question?
Stay in your seat, though.
My man Anthony gonna help me out? Give more time for Anthony, y'all. Judgment us.
Thank you. All right, so you ask. Yes. Name?
Madison.
School?
Stony Brook.
All right. What's your question?
Well, I wanted to ask you if I could hear you, but what would be your advice to someone who wants to be an entertainer, performer, like myself? What would your advice be to them, especially representing the Asian American community?
AKA, can you put it on the come up?
Right. Well, I did write a quick poem for young artists. It goes, seek out and study what a master if you're after greatness. My aim is to impact the world and be the catalyst for changes. F what your name is. You should want to be good more than you want to be famous.
It's your life.
But it's important. It's beyond that. It's a very supporting you. You want that. I say start that now. That's dope.
Who has a question? I'll come back to you, but I see a hand in the back. Only because the back is never treated correctly. You with the blue ring are coming.
Hi guys.
What's up? What's your name?
My name's Keith.
And what school are you from?
CMSB Samaha!
And your question.
Alright, Dante, I've been, when I watched the Avatar series, Zuko was one of my favorite characters personally. So, with this question being said, it's kind of a two-parter. One, what are your thoughts on the Legend of Korra ending? And if the Avatar series came with a possible third series, would you be interested in voice acting for them?
Hold on. Can you answer any of that due to Nickelodeon contracts?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't got no NDA, right?
You gotta keep it paid.
I'm just saying. I like that.
Okay. So,
First of all, it's great to be a part of about a franchise that's like Star Wars, or Harry Potter, and the phenomenon of what Avatar became for your generation is incredible. I don't think any of us saw that coming. So to be a part of something like that as an artist has been a phenomenal ride. So being a part of the Avatar family, being able to be in the first two series, and then hopefully if it comes back, I could be another Fire Lord around somewhere. I'm always Fire Nation. No matter if I come back, I think I gotta be in the Fire Nation, regardless. So I'm always looking forward to that. But as far as how Korra ended, I think it was amazing. Mike and Brian, the creators of the show, they're so brilliant. Without giving away any spoilers, if you haven't finished Korra yet, they were able to tell stories in ways on network television that no one's been able to kind of touch certain things, especially in the animation world in America. So I'm really proud to be in that class of artists and to be associated with artists like that.
Okay, I'll come to you. All right. What's your name and what school are you representing?
Hi, I'm Jody,
Hi, Jody.
and I guess raps all day.
Yeah!
You guess? Are you on the waiting list? You don't know if you're in the school? Oh, you're a graduate. You ain't got nothing to do with this. It's okay. What's your question?
Hi, Mr. Basco.
Mr. Basco, that's lit.
Yo.
I was wondering, what was it like working with Robin Williams?
Did he party?
Everybody went, oh. I mean, he's amazing. So Robin is someone we all grew up with, right? He's really like that cool, crazy uncle in all of our lives, and we all grew up with him. So me, not just someone who worked with him as a coworker, but also as a fan. I was a fan of Robin Williams for years. So being able to work with him, you really get to see greatness in front of you, 5 feet in front of you, 2 feet in front of you. I mean, if you ever have the chance to work with greatness in whatever field that you guys are in, you need to recognize that you're in the presence of greatness and be able to honor that in the moment and really accept that, right? So, that being said, he's everything that you want him to be, for sure. Like, the genie, like, the craziest, smartest, most brilliant improv actor who taught me so much being on set every day, being the person who's keeping the morale of the set. I mean, it's really fun to make movies, but we work 14-hour days, 16-hour days. We shot hundreds of days, you know, so to keep the morale of a few hundred people up every day is hard work, and he took that upon his shoulders, and he taught me that when I'm on the set as a leader of a set to really do that. And then the other thing that's like just another side of outside of just a wild and crazy part of Robin, right? So I remember I'm shooting one day, and the thing about Hollywood is like, you always have this feeling, right? Like there's this big party going on, and you want to just be invited to the party, right? You want to go to the party. That's Hollywood, right? So even when you're on the set of this big movie, and you think you're in the party, there's this really big feeling a lot of times walking around the set, especially being an ethnic actor walking around Hollywood, like, I'm not really in that party. I'm like on the outside looking into the party, right? So one day, Robin's like, hey man, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from the Bay Area. He's like, no, where's your family from? And I'm like, oh, I'm Filipino. And he goes, oh man, my wife, his wife at the time, Marcia, goes, she's half Filipino. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, man, my wife's half, my kids are Filipino. Like, I'm talking now, I'm thinking of my father-in-law. And little things like that is like the beauty of a man, a small gesture that tells you like, hey, you're in this party with us. You're not on the outside. You're like, you belong here. So, that's Robin Williams.
All right. I have a question, actually. Well, I'm over here. Hi. Hey, what up, everybody?
Oh, okay. I thought you filled the back.
Okay. How old were you when you did Hook?
15.
15 years old with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman. Julia Roberts.
Most of you guys were trying to figure out what high school to go to. How about you?
Hello. My name is Dan. I'm from Montclair's Mufasa. And, with all the influences of becoming a typical Filipino nurse, what influenced you to become an entertainer?
Yeah, well, for me, again, seeing this today, it really brings back a lot of memories because I started my whole career at the very ground floor of the entertainment industry. And does anyone know what the ground floor is? Anybody know?
Extra work?
Even below extra work.
Craft service?
Even below that. Me and my brothers in the Bay Area were actually on the ground. We were street dancers. We were break dancers in the 80s. So, we were B-boys. And when I say that, we spent our weekends dancing on Pier 39, Telegraph Avenue in Berkeley with a hat out, getting change, getting money. Then we ended up winning. I think my mom did the stats for it. We did like, in 1 year's time, we won like 33 like breakdance competitions. Then we ended up dancing and getting picked up by the San Francisco Ballet Company, studied dance, we did Nutcracker with San Francisco Ballet Company. And then we danced for the Oakland A's, we were 49ers dancers. And then we decided to go to LA and jump into the big pond, as it were. And so we did all that stuff, we moved to LA, and I was 10 years old. Question.
Who else has a question? I'll go over to this side. I'll be back. Don't you worry.
Yo, Dante.
Another Dante?
Yeah.
Dante, what school do you represent? Although I think I don't need to ask.
I'm from St. John's Barre.
Be easy. What's your question?
Okay, so I'm personally really into spoken word, listening to it, performing it. Who would you recommend listening to as maybe sort of role models or inspiration in sort of developing your style in spoken word?
Yeah, well, definitely with the new age of spoken word, to develop your style, you just gotta write more. And it's really about finding your voice. One of the things so the people that don't know about my background in poetry is, 20 years ago I started a poetry venue in my living room. And it was called DPL, Dante's Poetry Lounge. Cut to the day, that's turned into the Poetry Lounge, which is my crew in LA, which has become the largest open mic venue in the country. And also, the inspiration became Deaf Poetry on HBO. So, that kind of stuff, the great thing about spoken word today, one of the beatnik poets back then came to me and saw us doing what we were doing in the 90s and whatnot with poetry. But the great thing about how the poets treat each other today is, we used to revere like the greats, right? You know, Bukowski or Kerouac, like we idolize these poets. The great thing about this new generation is we give respect to each other. Every story is important, everyone's voice is important. And you can hear other people and learn other people's styles, but it's never good to copy their style. It's good to just get inspired by them. So, of course, there's cats I would turn you on to like InQ or Shihan or Bosia. These cats are my favorite kind of guys. Lemon from Brooklyn was amazing. And then also, of course, the greats like Charles Bukowski is one of my favorite poets of all time. So it's about kind of learning the past and the present and then finding your voice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dante.
All right, we have time for one more question.
One more question.
And I promise this one in the front, it better be good, I swear. Is it not? Hold on. I'll let you ask it. Go ahead. There are inquiring minds that would love to know. Okay, ready? First, your name.
My name's Cameron.
What school?
Labs.
All right, and your question.
Okay, this may sound like a stupid question, but why didn't you end up with Katara?
I want to know.
I know. I mean, I don't know why. Ultimately, I didn't write it, but I always think of it like this: like sometimes even soulmates are in your life for the amount of time that they're supposed to teach you something, and even though you don't end up with them, it's okay. Yo, that's it. We good?
That's it. That's
Yo,
it.
thank you guys.